Hello Libra, welcome to your February 2020 reading. My name is Sandra and welcome to my channel. I have to apologize for my stuffy nose. Might be a little bit annoying at times during this reading, but I'll try to keep the amount of sniffing to a minimum. I've already pulled some oracle cards for you. One is from the Whispers of Love deck. It's honesty is essential. To be a loving person, it is important that we speak truthfully and in a loving manner. Yeah, it could be that you have feelings for somebody, but you're hiding it. You're hiding a mask. Maybe pretending that you do not like this person, like has her back turned toward this guy, acting a little bit aloof. It could also mean, just honesty in general, living your truth, being truthful towards the people around you. We have the oyster here, which is all about, being protective, being withdrawn. Maybe you're going through a period where you're being withdrawn. It's also, a closed oyster, so you might, be keeping a secret, maybe hiding your feelings for somebody, or hiding your inner treasures on a more soulful level. Maybe you're shy or doubtful about your inner gifts. This card encourages you to not be afraid to speak your truth, show your true self, or maybe reveal your feelings to somebody. Or show the people, a project that you've been working on. Maybe, an artwork that you've been hesitant to show or something. And then we have the bat, which is a very, in the tarot, I compare this card to the death card. It's a scorpionic Pluto energy. It's all about transformation. After letting something go, it's about retreating. It's about, this is a night creature, and bats, they navigate through echolocation. So it's about heightening your senses, and maybe, the more subtle senses. And again, I'm just getting, here with this relationship dynamic, that maybe the two of you aren't speaking, or not speaking your truth to each other, but you sense that there's more going on than the two of you are willing to show to each other. So there could be maybe somebody that you work with, go to school with, or you see regularly. That you actually really, really like. And then we have the spider, which is about creativity, of course, weaving a beautiful web. In the book, it speaks about creating prosperity through Dharma. And Dharma is kind of like doing good deeds, and making diligent steps, towards, how the spider just ties, a knot for every circle, and it just goes on and on until he has a very strong foundation for him to, or her, to live an abundant life, catch a lot of flies. And it advises you to focus on the process, instead of, going for the end results. Be present in the process. Maybe in, wanting to meet somebody, or wanting to get closer to somebody, not constantly thinking about, I want to marry this guy, I want to be married to this guy, but enjoy the process, be in the moment, enjoy, you know, the little conversations that you have, and building a strong foundation in that way. Yeah, not jumping the gun, but maybe, you know, certain steps need to develop at a slower rate here. So yeah, that's for that message. I will just stick these cards here and make some room for the tarot and see what additional messages we have. I'm using the Prism Visions. What messages do we have for Libra? Sun, Moon, or Rising, or Venus, if this turns out to be a love reading. We have the Chariot, card of Cancer, which is also kind of, you know, the energy I get from the oyster. It's kind of Cancerian energy. And we have the Hermit, which is Virgo. And it's, again, it's you know, like the hermit crab. It is having that shell around you, retreating. Although the energy of the Chariot, I would find it more Sagittarius, being more expansive and, you know, a lot of movement. And we have the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. And that's 3 major arcana already. And we have the 7 of Pentacles. It's all about assessment and planting seeds. Got one more. There's some clarifiers. Ace of Swords. Speaking of truth coming out, Ace of Wands. Wow. Ace of Wands. Yeah, I'm sorry, but this Ace of Wands, it just screams excitement. Just have to laugh with that Ace of Wands sometimes. We have the 3 of Cups. Nine of Wands. Almost there. The Wounded Warrior. Knight of Wands. The one for the Ace of Swords. And the Fool card. Okay, let me just contemplate this for a minute. Okay, I'm just going to begin talking. With the Chariot card, you see the car and the dove. They are two different energies. Where the car can go straight towards its goal in high speed, the dove has to navigate on the wind to move forward. And it is about mastering these two energies, the more feminine and the more masculine energies, coming into balance and being able to reach your goal in a very controlled way. There could be a brand new beginning for you here with the Ace of Wands in creativity. Like the spider encourages you to weave a beautiful web and being in the creative process of building a foundation for yourself. It is that initial spark that kickstarts, this chariot, maybe this chariot card, that gets the car going, and that involves movement. It can be a moment of inspiration, and of a passion that is really speaking to you, and that encourages you to move forward. It could be, that there is a Cancer individual in your life that has, a lot of passion for you, or you have a lot of passion for this person. And then we have the Hermit and the Hierophant. And the thing that came to mind here for me with the Hermit is somebody who is an old soul and who is wise, who has done a lot of soul searching, knows a lot about life, about the world. And the Hierophant is also somebody who's very wise and has a lot of spiritual guidance. This is Virgo and Taurus, for, if that might resonate with you. But here with the Three of Cups, it's a card of celebration. But to me, it always is more about finding kindred spirits. And I see, the Hermit is looking, with his light. It could be the moon, but I can see a tiny little light also kind of shining his on his path. So there's this element of kindred spirits, looking for something. Maybe you're starting a new study. With the Hierophant, it could be that you're seeking advice from somebody. The Nine of Wands is, the wounded warrior, somebody who has been through battle and came out pretty beaten up, but is still, still standing, still going strong. But nonetheless, the wounds that are there are real, and they might need to be addressed here with the Hierophant. It could be that there is a Taurus in your life who has, some wounds, but it could be that you might seek, healing from those wounds with somebody like a therapist or something, with the Hierophant. Let me pull a card for that. Ten of Wands. Completion. You're almost there. You're almost there. Going from the 9 to the 10. The 10 is, you're almost home. It could be that somebody is helping you carry this burden, that you found somebody to help you get out of the woods. Or it could be that you are helping somebody carry this pain and this burden, and help them out, giving them spiritual advice maybe, or some wisdom. And with the Seven of Pentacles, I see somebody, in this card clearly planting seeds. He's planting those pentacles into the ground. The Knight of Wands, it is kind of wild energy. It's fire energy, double fire. So it can be, very passionate energy, wanting to move forward, very heated, very excited energy. What is that, Nine of Wands? Oops. We have the Six of Wands. Moving to calmer waters. Coming home after a battle, being victorious. There is victory here. This is the special card in this deck. It's the Winged Boar. It is believing in the impossible. If pigs could fly, they would look like this. The Winged Boar. Believe in the impossible. Planting seeds. It could be, that planting seeds might be the equivalent of building this spider's web. And there's this energy of this Knight of Wands. You wish that the seeds have sprouted already, or that apple trees have grown from this. But you have to just be patient with it. Allow things to evolve. I think that is the key here. Allow things to evolve. Like the Six of Wands, the person in the boat just sitting in the water, trusting, that there's no sail or anything, but trusting that the boat will, go where it needs to go. The battle has been fought already. And Ace of Swords, I feel in this deck, it is mostly a moment of clarity or truth coming in. I think with the Fool. What's up with the Fool? Eight of Pentacles. things will flower, things will flourish. What was planted here, you see, is coming to full bloom. The Fool it might indicate here being carefree and trusting, maybe speaking your truth, or maybe somebody else will speak their truth. Taking the plunge, dive into it, and not fearing the outcome, because it will blossom. This situation will blossom. It will flourish. Believe in the impossible. Maybe you think it's impossible for this situation to be successful, but I think the cards here are telling you that it is. I do want to have another card for that Three of Cups, the Hermit. Six of Cups. And Judgment. Yeah, I think this is really about kindred spirits here, the Three of Cups. And the Six of Cups, it's very nourishing energy, nurturing relationships. And I feel also here, with the Ten of Wands, somebody is with you. Maybe you're going through, a dark night of the soul, or like a kind of a transformative period in your life. Doing some soul searching. With the Judgment card, it's kind of a Seven of Pentacles card, but more on a more life-changing level, because it's major arcana. It is, I feel, with this deck, I get, more like stepping into the vortex, opening that door, and not being afraid to walk through that door and, step into this, this vortex. That's what it's called, right? Which is also kind of the Fool energy. Stepping into the unknown, diving right into it. But I feel, whatever your situation is, that you can trust that it will grow and it will flourish. And here with the Chariot, I feel it wants to say, go for it, going for something, going towards your goal. I do want to know more about that Ace of Swords, though. Yeah, truth is coming in. The impossible. Maybe you're waiting for something. Maybe you are waiting for somebody to open up, or for something, news to come in. Five of Swords. Five of Swords, it's inner conflict. Going back and forth in your head about something. There's doubt, but in this card, the individual here chooses to kind of leave this fight, this ongoing fight, and follow that butterfly. I'm going to pull Oracle card for you guys. Romance Angels. This is deception. How funny is that? I'm pulling, these cards for you with people with masks. I have a feeling somebody, this is Dutch, it says misleiding, but it's deception. Somebody's wearing a mask of an unreal self in this relationship. Somebody's not being truthful. And, this can be positive and negative. But I have a feeling that it is positive. Maybe you have a feeling that maybe you're into somebody, but they act like they're not interested in you. They act very formal and platonic, but I think, they really want to offer you this rose. Yeah, I think this is so funny. Truth. Somebody needs to speak the truth here and clear the air. Take the plunge. In the Fool card here, there is this, you can hardly see it because it's so dark, but there's a wolf who dove into the ocean wanting to catch that pelican, but, it's sitting on this, I have no idea what you call it, but there's no way that the wolf can catch the pelican, so it's kind of foolish, but he goes for it anyway. So it might be just in good faith, trust that the seeds have been planted and it will flourish. So it could be, yeah, and you might not have ever imagined it, with the winged boar, thinking like, no way that this person likes me, but they just might. But I think they are just very conflicted about it. They're very conflicted about it. Or you are very conflicted about it, about telling them. But very fiery, in wanting to tell. Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it at that. Libra. I think, we can take this as the heart of the reading. The masked individuals. And that truth needs to be told here. I do want to, just pull one more card. The Lovers. The Lovers. You might feel it's impossible. But it's definitely a connection here. Yeah, two figures dancing in the night, dancing the night away. A very well-balanced relationship between the feminine and the masculine. So Libra, as my cat is waking up, I'm just going to leave it at that. And I hope you have a great month of February. I'm going to do some Valentine's readings as well. So I hope to see you there, and maybe I'll keep this energy in mind, and maybe we can, get to know some more about this situation. Yeah, and otherwise, I hope to see you in future readings. Thank you. Bye, Libra.